And a pleasant good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We welcome you here to Navasota, Texas, and the home of the Rattlers for tonight's contest out of the UIL 3A Division II by-district round. It is going to be the New Waverly Bulldogs taking on the Wallis Brazos Cougars here tonight in the heart of the Brazos Valley. As we welcome you to the Bill Fick Ford Countdown to First Pitch, I'm Carlos Zimmermann. Glad to have you with us tonight here on the KSAM Sports Network as we get ready for the start of this one. Plate meeting going on down below New Waverly. What a season it was for the Bulldogs. 8-2 out of the district in 3A, being able to take care of their business. Took 2 of 3 from the rival Anderson Shiro to secure a district championship. So Coach Compton and his squad, they feel really good going into this matchup with a Wallis Brazos team that came out of second place out of District 24 3A. 4 games back of a district championship that went to East Bernard, but they are ready to roll for this one too. Winner off to the area round of this series. Game 1 tonight, game 2 set for tomorrow. Game 3, if it is indeed the case, will be on Saturday morning, all of them here in Navasota. Let's dive into our coaches convo brought to you by Bill Fick Ford. I spoke with head coach Aaron Compton to get ready for tonight's contest in 3A as the Bulldogs look to go out and take care of their business here tonight against Brazos. Here's your coaches convo.
Prior to the start of the game.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, on the Bill Fick Ford Countdown to First Pitch and your coaches' convos. We get ready for Game 1 of the bi-district round in 3A D2, New Waverly and Brazos tonight. Here with Coach Aaron Compton. Coach, just solid season for the Dogs, being able to get a district championship and take 2 of 3 from your rival in the same boat. Just some thoughts going into this matchup tonight with Brazos.
Yeah, I thought it was really good for us to get that district championship. You know, anytime you can beat your rivals, we got a lot of confidence going in. The kids are ready. We've had a great week of practice, and I think they're just ready to get this series started.
Looking at your squad, I mean, just some guys you're going to lean on in this Game 1 to just try and, get the first check mark done before looking ahead to tomorrow.
Yeah, for sure. The first game is definitely the biggest. You definitely want to be 1-0 and not 0-1 after the day. So Cade Gary will be on the mound, and, he's looked pretty solid all year. He's our most consistent pitcher. And I think like our 1, 2, 3 in the lineup, we've been really good in the first inning. So the plan to them is just kind of like it's been all season, just jump on them early. We've been really good in the first innings. I think if we can do that again, we've got a good shot.
Weather's obviously going to be a factor in this first ball game, potentially tomorrow too. Just a message to the hitters and also the defense, because I feel like those are the two that are affected the most when it comes to weather and wind. Just a message to them tonight.
Yeah, for sure. We talked a little bit before we got on the bus, and the message was it's the same for both teams. So we're big on controlling what you can control, doing what we do best, and one of the things you can't control is the weather, and just being mindful of the ball's going to be wet. But it's going to be wet for them too, and just, responding. Like, errors are going to happen. They're part of the game, and it's probably going to be intensified with the weather being bad, and just responding and moving on. And we've done a pretty good job of that all year.
Just how big is it for this program? I mean, historically, a lot of great success. Missed the postseason last year, but to be able to get back this year, also with the district championship, just what does it mean to these guys and the New Waverly community?
Oh, yeah, I think it's huge. Last year was very unfortunate, and I think that, we were talking with the coaching staff the other day that really the sophomore, when these seniors were sophomores, was the only time that they experienced even a playoff game, and they were not, as sophomores were just kind of had a minor role on the team. So I think it's huge for the program. I'm excited. We've got a lot of young guys. We moved up some JV guys, so getting them just to be a part of them in the dugout, and of course, sending the seniors off on a good note. But I think it's huge for the program to win a district championship and get in the playoffs and hopefully make a run at this thing.
And then last thing for you, keys to the game brought to you by Bill Fick Ford. How do you piece it together and go 1-0 before looking ahead to tomorrow?
The message to them is just play a complete 7 innings. No matter what happens in the first, second, third, and so on, it's a 7-inning game. So taking the ups and downs and highs and lows and keeping an even keel and playing a full 7.
That's your coach's convo with head coach Aaron Compton, brought to you by Bill Fick Ford. Coach, thanks for your time. Best of luck.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much.
And now for the Bulldog lineup.
That's your coach's convo with head coach Aaron Compton as we get ready for the start of this one tonight. I'll turn to the public address announcer as he announces the starting lineup for the New Waverly Bulldogs.
Center fielder, Hunter Henry. Batting third, number 19, third baseman, Charlie Goodwin. Batting fourth, number 7, left fielder, Jackson Hawthorne. Batting fifth, number 5, second baseman, Colin Conover. Batting sixth, number 12, the shortstop, Jace Card. Batting seventh, number 11, first baseman, Casey Dippery. Batting eighth, number 9, right fielder, Crawford Raisman. And batting ninth, number 18, the catcher, Max Tomzak. Bench players include Daniel Nixon, Lane Fortune, Nathan Dippery, Ryder Armstrong, Will Colley, Roger Garcia, Otto Wineland, and Levi Brett. Your head coach is Aaron Compton, assisted by Easton Droddy, Harrison Sorensen, Jackson Howell.
At your starting lineups for this evening's ball game, as we go to the national anthem, we are moments away from first pitch. New Waverly and Brazos coming up next.
Of our national anthem.
Find us on social media on both Facebook and X at KSAM-1017. Also be sure to subscribe to the 101.7 KSAM YouTube channel so you don't miss out on anything going on with your hometown radio station.
This broadcast has been copyrighted by KSAM Sports for the private use of our audience. Any other use of this broadcast or any other retransmission or accounts of the game without the express written consent of 101.7 KSAM and New Waverly High School Athletics is strictly prohibited.
The following is a presentation of KSAM Sports.
On an overcast night in the heart of the Brazos Valley, we welcome you, ladies and gentlemen, to Navasota, the home of the Rattlers, for this contest out of the UIL 3A Division II playoffs in the by-district round. It's the New Waverly Bulldogs taking on the Brazos Cougars in tonight's broadcast on the KSAM Sports Network, presented by Wiesner of Huntsville. As we welcome you here to Navasota, I'm Carlos Zimmermann. Oh man, it has been a cloudy afternoon, storms in the area. We hope they stay enough away so we can get an excellent ball game into tonight's ball game. It is going to be a fun one as Cade Garrett is going through his warm-up pitches on the hill. New Waverly, the home team tonight against Brazos. New Waverly, the winners out of District 23 3A. Brazos, the runners-up out of 24 3A. Want to remind you, friends, tonight's broadcast is being presented to you in a 2K Quad HD with a 4K Ultra HD enhanced presentation, and closed captioning is also available for the hearing impaired. As we look at the starting lineup for Brazos, they look like this. Leading things off will be number 6, Grant Marvin. Batting second, number 3, Gunnar Grieger. Batting third will be number 5, Luke Polasic. Batting cleanup will be number 9, Reese Cullen. Batting fifth will be Braden Cron. Batting sixth will be number 7, Chase Kuhn. Batting 7th will be number 8, Owen Fitzgerald. Batting 8th will be number 17, Caden Reesing. And batting 9th and number 18, Carter Barris.
Batting first for the Cougars, Number 6, the catcher, Grant Marvin.
We're ready to go for this one tonight. Game 1 of the Bi-District Round, UIL 3A Division 2. New Waverly versus Brazos, winner of the series to the area round out of 3A D2. Glad to have you with us tonight here on the KSAM Sports Network. First pitch at 7 o'clock on the dot. And it's ball 1 to get things underway here tonight in the heart of the Brazos Valley. Garrett working from the quarter windup. He deals. That one caught the outer half for strike 1. Get that defensive alignment for New Waverly for you in just a few moments. As Garrett deals the 1-1, squaring around is Marvin, but he pulled it back in time. Pitch runs high. 2 balls, 1 strike to open this AB. Get a Brazos team runner-up out of District 24 3A, trying to make some noise in the 3A playoffs as Garrett found the top half of the zone, and the count evens up. 2 balls, 2 strikes. If this is your first time joining us on the KSAM YouTube channel, we are so glad to have you. Let us know where you're enjoying this one from down in the comments below. 2-2 from Garrett. Breaking ball upstairs. Swing and a miss by Marvin, and there's 1 away. New Waverly lines up defensively like this, left to right in the outfield. Jackson Hathorn. Over at center field will be Hunter Henry, and right is Crawford Reisner. Around the horn on the infield, Charlie Goodwin is at third. At short is Jace Card. At second, Colin Conover. And at first base, Casey Dipree. And the battery mate for Cade Garrett is Max Tomzak. First pitch in for a strike. Gunnar Grigger, second baseman for Brazos. 1 away. The Cougars half of the first. Garrett, 1 punch out already in the books, trying to get ahead 0-2. This one instead skied down the left field line. It will drop in front of Hathorn for a hit. And rounding first and on his way to second is Gunnar Grigger, and the ball still misplayed there in left. They finally get it back in, and Grigger is up into third. Give him a double, and then advancing on the bloop in left field, and a 1-out runner for the Cougars at third base.
Next up for the Cougars, number 5, third baseman, Luke Pelisek.
I'll turn it over to the third baseman, Luke Pelisek. Batting from the left side here with an open stance against Cade Garrett. Now working from the stretch, 1 away, top first here in Navasota. And on its way to Pelisek, just missed down and in, ball 1. And we are keeping an eye on the radar here, ladies and gentlemen, with some rain up to the north of us on the other side of Bryan College Station. Do want to let you know that in the event that we do end up in a lightning delay, this stream will come to an end, but we do have another one at the ready for when we do resume play. So just know that just because we go to a lightning delay, we will not be coming back. We will be coming back once the delay does come. But we hope it never does come. We were able to play a full 7 with no trouble at all. 1-1 on its way with 1 out. That one missed downstairs. 2 balls, 1 strike. Pelisek, third baseman for the Cougars, third in the order for this Brazos team under the direction of head coach Chris Bright. 1 away and a runner at third for Brazos. 2-1. Breaking ball, skied shallow left. Back on it is Card, and he makes a leaping catch. And there's 2 out in favor of the Bulldogs. Nice play, Jace Card, having a range to his right and rear. Able to track that one down, and more importantly, keep the runner in Grigger at third base. I'll turn it over to cleanup hitter Reese Cullen. Grigger got on via the double. Advancing to third on the air in left. A pop out of Pelisek, and now Garrett out away from getting out of the jam as there's a swing and a miss by Cullen. Shortstop for Brazos, as you see, they're rocking the black jerseys with the numbers in red, outlined in white in the gray bottoms with the red stripe down the sides. The 0-1. Now they're cutting a miss by Cullen, nothing in 2. Runner at third and an 0-2 count on Cullen as Garrett looks to get out of the jam. Already one punch out in the frame. Give him a pop-up. It'll fly behind us. We'll run the count and keep it at 0-2. Oh, 2 with 2 out. Collins swings, tomahawking it in the left. Underneath of it is Hathorn. Makes the catch, and the side is retired. One left for Brazos as we go to the bottom of the first. The Dogs coming to bat. We'll bring you their lineup and more when we return here to Navasota on the KSAM Sports Network.
Folks, this is Frank Oliveris, Marine Corps veteran and owner of Frank's Taco Station and Cafe, Riverside, Texas. Come on out to Frank's, where we welcome you like family and invite you to try some of our favorites, like the Frank's Bacon Cheeseburger, Brisket Kojo Taco, Chicken Fried Steak, Baked Potatoes, and more. At Frank's, there is something on the menu for the whole family. Frank's, the home of the loaded train, offers dine-in or carry-out. We are open Monday through Saturday, or call in your order at 936-594-8139. See you soon, and as always, we love you in Christ Jesus.
Find us on social media on both Facebook and X at KSAM-1017. Also be sure to subscribe to the 101.7 KSAM YouTube channel so you don't miss out on anything going on with your hometown radio station.
Played half an inning here in Navasota. No score between Brazos and New Waverly. Game 1 of the 3A Division II by-district round as Kate Garrett able to get around the runner at third, getting a couple of fly balls to leave the infield rather, and now gives an opportunity to this New Waverly lineup. Try and do some damage as towing the slab for Brazos will be number 15, Jaden Bradley, as he goes through his warm-up pitches. Lineup for the Dogs looks like this. Leading things off, the pitcher, number 3, Kate Garrett, batting second. Center fielder, number 16, Hunter Henry, batting third. The third baseman, number 19, Charlie Goodwin, batting fourth. The left fielder, number 7, Jackson Hathorn, batting fifth. Second baseman, number 5, Colin Conover, batting sixth. The shortstop, number 12, Jace Card, batting seventh. The first baseman, number 11, Casey Dippery, batting eighth. And playing in right field, number 9, Crawford Racner. And batting ninth, doing the catching, number 18, Max Tomzak. As looks like we got a Navasota official down on the field. Lightning might be approaching steadily, but we are going to play on.
Number 3. The pitcher, Kate Garrett.
Here is Kate Garrett. Again, these clouds starting to look really ominous off to the north of us as Garrett. He does take strike one. 0-1 from Bradley. Garrett stares at a ball that runs outside. Bradley deals the 1-1. That one skips away off to the right, and count now 2-1 on the pitcher, Garrett. Trying to get something started early on here for New Waverly. Again, folks, keeping an eye on the weather here. We are getting closer and closer to having to pack things up as this clouds just continue to look ominous behind us. Garrett slaps it hard, but right to the shortstop in Cullen for a loud. Out number 1. Brazos lines up defensively like this, left to right in the outfield. Carter Barris is in left. In center is Chase Kuhn. In right will be Caden Reesing. Around the horn on the infield, Luke Polasek is at third. At short, Reese Cullen. At second, Gunnar Grigger. At first is Owen Fitzgerald. Doing the catching tonight for Jaden Bradley is Grant Marvin. Here's Hunter Henry, the Alvin Community College commit, as he steps out of the box. And are we being told to go? Looks like we are. Players are coming off the field, and these clouds just continue to get darker and darker. So we are in a lightning delay, ladies and gentlemen. We're in the bottom of the first here in Navasota. 1 out for New Waverly. This stream is going to come to an end as we have to pack things up and go back to the car. So we will get things sped up here. If we come on late, we'll be sure to let you know, and we will post the link to our social media. But again, we are now in a lightning delay here in Navasota. hang tight. We're going to see if they allow us to hang out here for a bit, as they're not calling people out of the stands just yet, but I think that will indeed be the case here in just a few moments. But we're going to step aside on a weather delay. Game 1 of the bi-district round here in Navasota. We'll bring you that new link on our social media pages, KSAM Sports on